Good morning, everyone. This is Lance, an Equity Analyst of ABCAP, and welcome to Daily Trading Notes. Dow Jones tumbles 158 points on vaccine trial halt. The Dow snapped its 4-day win streak after Eli Lilly's phase 3 trial of his coronavirus treatment got paused on safety concerns. Recall that Johnson & Johnson's vaccine trial has been halted as well after a participant reported an adverse event. Dow Jones dropped 158 points, S&P dropped 22 points, while Nasdaq dropped 12 points. For our market outlook, the PSEi is now looking for some fresh catalyst that can lift the confidence back in local markets. All eyes are now on the passage of the 2021 budget, which is at risk of not being submitted on time. The 2021 national budget is very crucial for economic recovery. Over the weekend, President Duterte expressed confidence that the country will not operate on a reenacted budget on 2021. The President has certified the bill as urgent. The House approved a 4.5 trillion peso budget last week but suspended its session until November 16 amid the House leadership tug of war. The President likewise called on a special session on October 13 to 16 to prioritize the passage. Recently, the House voted to oust Speaker Cayetano, with Lord Alan Velasco being sworn in as the new Speaker. PSEi looks to retest the 6,000 and 6,150 resistances. In other news, IMF revises PH GDP expectations to negative 8.3% growth for this year. The PH GDP expectation will be considered as the biggest annual GDP drop in history, brought about by the impact of COVID-19. IMF revised further downward their forecast from a 3.6% contraction estimate last June. Weak consumer confidence and lower remittances are expected to continue to weigh down on private investments and consumption. However, GDP growth is expected to rebound to 7.4% in 2021 from its earlier projection of 6.8% growth. Meanwhile, unemployment rate is expected at 10% this year and easing to 7.2% in 2021. In comparison, the BSP expects the economy to contract 7 to 9% this year. Also in other news, China banned on Australian coal only to benefit the Philippines. Bloomberg recently reported that China is banning Australian coal. Chinese power stations and steel mills have been verbally told to immediately stop using Australian coal and have been told not to offload Australian coal. This is on the back of an escalation on the diplomatic spat between the two countries. In relation to commentaries made by Australia viewing support for the US in its trade and security, as well as for calling for investigators to be allowed to enter the city of Wuhan and probe the origins of COVID. This should benefit the Philippines, specifically SCC, as it remains to be the largest coal miner in the country. And that's it for our market outlook. Have a good day.